Hi everybody, Tara Green here, and it is the Leo full moon 2024 now. The full moon was on January 25th, 12:54 p.m. This is an Eastern Standard Time set for Washington, D.C. So whatever the ascendant is here, which is 6 degrees of Gemini, is not true other places. So as you can see, there's the sun up there at 5 degrees of Aquarius, conjunct Pluto. So this is the first full moon of 2024, and also the first full moon that we've had with Pluto in Aquarius this year. So we're getting a bit of a hit of what it feels like to have Pluto in Aquarius. Of course, it's opposite the moon at 5 degrees, and both of those, now Leo is a fixed fire sign, Aquarius is a fixed air sign, and they are both squaring Jupiter in Taurus at 6 degrees, fixed earth sign. So if you have any planets at fixed degrees there, I would say give it, to make it very tight, 2 degrees of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, okay? Because those are all the fixed signs. So you will feel that full moon effect the most. Now, I am a bit late here. I've been feeling a little under the weather the last few days, so I apologize for that. But the effects of a full moon last about 2.5 days. So what else? Also, other planets here are Saturn, 5 degrees of Pisces here. So a lot of planets in early degrees, 5 degrees, the sun, Saturn, the moon, right? So if you have any planets at 5 degrees, you will likely also be affected by that. Now, the other things that are going on here, Mercury and Mars are approaching a very tight conjunction, which happens over the weekend. So there's a number of aspects here that are going to tighten up and become exact on the 27th, but they're still in effect already. Mercury squaring Chiron. Mercury is at 14 degrees there, Capricorn at the 14th, 15th degrees, conjunct Mars there, and squaring Chiron in Aries at 15 degrees. Again, anybody who has planets at middle degrees, there are 30 degrees in a sign, will feel this intense effect. Mercury in Capricorn is very practical, very logical, quite conservative, and there's a passion for your work or a passion for somebody at work. And then, but you're feeling vulnerable. Chiron in Aries is always a vulnerability. Also, it is squaring the north and south nodes of the moon, so that's even more important. The karmic nodes of destiny here, north node at 18 degrees, south node at 18 degrees. So again, if you have any planets at those degrees, plus Cancer, again, to keep it really tight, 14, 16 degrees Cancer and 14, 16 degrees of Libra, plus that south node in Libra, which is the release point for the whole world, for the collective unconscious. Let's see. We also have Venus here in Capricorn. So she's also involved in a sextile, an easy aspect to Saturn. So they're supporting each other. It's time to make serious commitments, business commitments, but also, practical, spiritual things. Saturn in Pisces rules Capricorn, rules Aquarius. It's going to be in Pisces for the next 2 years. So there's a kind of lightening or a kind of denial, or all the secrets coming out of the shadows coming out right now, with Saturn, the cosmic cop, going through Pisces. But Venus and Saturn are sextiling each other, nice positive aspect, and they're making this, see this little green dot here. Astrology is really all about looking at these charts. This is two-dimensional astrology, which is all about sacred geometry. So we've taken the positions of the planets in the sky, we've put them down in 2 dimensions here, but it's all about their actual geometric interaction. So, traditional astrologers had to be like good at math. Okay. So Venus, Saturn positively supporting each other in earth and water signs, feminine, yin signs, to the moon in Leo. Moon in Leo, it's very dramatic. Moon in Leo, yes, there's going to be drama, of course. Leadership, pride, pride comes before the fall, heart. You have to stay centered in your heart right now. That's the biggest gauge to know where to go. Stay in your heart, stay courageous, stay strong. Think about, am I feeding my heart what makes it the happiest? And have fun. I've been thinking about that old Beatles song, have some fun tonight. So lighten up. The moon in Leo is ruled by the sun, so really there's this overall Aquarian energy. If you do something called dispository rulerships, then the ruling planet of Aquarius is Saturn, traditionally. And in modern astrology, it's Uranus. And Uranus is over here at 19 degrees of Taurus, about to turn direct on the 27th at 2:35 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. So when a planet is very stationary, whether it's moving from retrograde to forward or forward to retrograde, it's at its most powerful. It's virtually standstill in the sky. So Uranus, 19 degrees of earthy, stubborn, fixed Taurus, very solid there, trining Mercury and Mars. So there can be a lot of, it's really like that bull, don't watch out to red flag people. Okay, people can get triggered very easily, get very earthy energy here. And you can see that Uranus is also trining. There's a big grand Earth trine here, which I had drawn in. I don't know where that chart went. It disappeared. To Juno, my favorite goddess, here at 21 degrees of Virgo. So a grand Earth trine there. Juno, the feminine form of genius. So look at all of the different directions and things, before you make any judgments. Okay. Neptune's up there at 25 degrees of Pisces. Also, Neptune and Uranus are also sextiling each other, as Pluto and Neptune have also been in a sextile. So the three outer planets that were discovered with the use of technology in the 1700s, Uranus was the first planet to be discovered with a telescope, and that's why, as the modern ruler of Aquarius, Uranus has to do with new technology, AI, cryptocurrencies, all of that. So the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune was discovered in the 1850s. The Civil War broke out, photography got started, the whole mystical movement started at that time. And then Pluto, the most, 1930, Pluto up until recently was the farthest out planet, and it still is a planet in my estimation. So they're all supporting each other. So there's this higher consciousness level, a bigger calling here, especially that's what Aquarius is all about. Ceres, the Great Mother, is there at 25 degrees of Sag. That's connected to the galactic center. She's opposite Vesta, the root word of investments, in Gemini. So again, trying to make some decisions about your finances, your partnerships, if you want to go to school, what's going on there. They are also squaring Neptune there. It's not drawn in, but I'm pointing it out to you. There's Lilith down there at 12 degrees of Virgo, opposite Saturn. So again, in a way, everybody was really upset that Margot Robbie and the director of Barbie, Greta Gerwig, weren't nominated. It's still this kind of, incredible misogyny in the AI about Taylor Swift to women, and they're always blacklisted. It's always their fault, and, that whole story there. Athena, the goddess of strategy, is opposite Uranus there in Scorpio. So this is a good time to really see what's going on below the surface. So I would say at this Leo full moon, it's a good time. It's a completion time. The real moon cycle of the year starts on the next new moon, which is February the 9th, which is the Lunar New Year, the year of the Wood Dragon, February 9th. And it is always in Aquarius. So what you want to do is kind of bring things to completion now before you get ready to really start that new year, whether you're a follower of Chinese astrology or not. It's nice to kind of blend all of the different belief systems, religions, things like that. So Chiron conjunct the North Node right now. It's very much a time to take off the mask, stop pretending that you're so tough, really let your feelings out. This Mercury-Mars conjunction is also really, really good to get stuff done. Venus sextile Saturn, again, very positive, very romantic. Mercury trines Uranus as well as we move into the 28th. And Venus trines Jupiter on the 28th at night. Now, that's one of the best, as Venus moves up a couple of degrees to trine Jupiter there at 6 degrees. That's one of the best, most positive days of the year. So if you have planets, again, at 6 degrees, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, anything around those degrees, a couple of degrees, I would say 4 to 6, then you get to really benefit. This is a really beautiful thing. And I'm feeling the sense of the, really visualizing that grand Earth trine, really bringing you the benefits, Jupiter, the great benefactor. So again, if you have anything at those degrees, you're going to really benefit a lot. Now, also, the part of fortune here at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. Again, anything at 5, 6 degrees in your chart, any sign is going to benefit. So I want to wish you all the best blessings. If you want to get in touch with me for a reading, if you want to ask me more about how this all works, I'm a professional astrologer for over 30 years. I've read over 30,000 charts and also a professional tarot reader. So want to send you all the best blessings for this first full moon of the year. So really open up your heart, have the courage Number 8 in the tarot can be strength in some systems. It can also be 11, so it depends. So I made these little cards here based on astrology.